Power
is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Again, Bhagavan gives us all the blessings, boons to receive the prasada. Paramashiva is real as our reality. The Shastra Pramana, the evidences are to support, give us the cognitive shift to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. The Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. Apta Pramana, the experience and the results of the Aptas, the authority of Hinduism. The Aptas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvars, Siddhas. All of them are authority of Hinduism, manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva. Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation, Bhagavan's very own Leela to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Shakshi Pramana, the experience of millions of disciple devotees, followers initiated by Bhagavan into the science of power manifestation. Bhagavan himself is in Kailash Courtyard, manifesting the powers through all of us, bringing Paramashiva is real as our reality into our brains as consciousness, as superconsciousness. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Bhagavan has beautifully given the pramanas for us to understand that cognitive shift that needs to happen in us as our reality. The Shastra Pramana for Ashtamaha Shaktis is from Shiva Samhita 5.7678.
परमासिद्धेर् अणिमादिगुणप्रदा वायुस्तन्नचरते देहे रसवृद्धिर्भवेद्ध्रुवम् आकाशपनकजगल्तीयूसमपि बध्यते मरणं खाद्यते तेन स केनापि न खाद्यते तस्य स्यात् परमासिद्धिर् अणिमादिगुणप्रदा वायुः स न चरते देहे रसवृद्धिर्भवेद्ध्रुवम् आकाशपनकजगलप्तीयूसमपि बध्यते.
Bhagavan Paramashiva says, death is eaten by him, he is eaten by none. He manifests the highest powers of such as Ahima, Mahima, Lahima, Garima, all the Ashtama Shaktis. The Vayu, the wind energy, moves equally throughout his body. The juice of his body also increased. The Rasavriddhi, the nectar, excluding from the eternal lotus, also increases in him. Bhagavan Paramashiva beautifully gives us the highest reality, how we can manifest the powers of Paramashiva. All that Bhagavan is giving us, how these forces are manifesting in our body as our reality. When we understand and unclutch from that, and simply we are able to manifest the higher reality as Paramashiva is real again and again, it will manifest as greater reality. There was a milkmaid who every day took milk to a man, and every day she was late. The man was asking, "Why are you late every day?" And then she said, "I used to sit at the door of the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, where it was chanted, and I just listen to that and I come, it becomes late." He says, "Don't go there, you don't understand, right?" She says, "Yes, I don't understand anything, but I feel so complete." And he said, "Don't go there because you're coming late." Again and again, he said the same thing, "Don't go there, you're coming late." One day he got really upset that he took her basket, which was like all with holes, and kept under the tap and asked her to fetch the water in the basket. She said, "I cannot fetch the water in that basket because it has hole." He said, exactly, just like that. When you are sitting and listening to something you don't understand, there is of no use. Why are you going there every day? It is like this, it just drains off. She beautifully replies, she says, even though the water is gone, the basket is become clean. That you have to notice. That is what happens. All these greater truths, whether we understand or not, again and again when we are cherishing all this as our cognition, simply the higher reality happens. The mind can never understand and never cognize. If the mind can cognize, then infinity has to be less than mind. It can never cognize. It just has to happen to you. And how does it happen? Only by you again and again imbibing yourself into the higher consciousness. Paramashiva is real. The materialistic world gives you all the possibility as though it is real, but it is just a shadow. Either you yourself have the beautiful cognitive shift by manifesting powers, poke holes to the logic, and wake up to the reality Paramashiva is real, or the root shock wakes you up and makes you understand Paramashiva is real. Either way, we can experience the higher reality, Bhagavan says. All that we need to do is surrender to everything that Bhagavan is giving and be in the oneness space. How the Nayanamars lived in such a high space, understanding Guru Vak as their life and surrendering everything to Guru Vak and Guru's lotus feet again and again makes them manifest the higher powers, higher reality. Again and again understanding this greater science brings the completion and makes us manifest beyond the death. That is eaten by him is only for people who don't want to wake up from the materialistic world, thinking that we are only matter is a death and birth painful cycle. But if we understand that Paramashiva is real, reside in that, and understand everything that is happening as Paramashiva as our reality, simply he is eaten by none. You wake up as reality that you are not just the body, you are also the body. You are Paramashiva, you are quantum, you are the highest possibility that exists as reality. And manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva, all this greater science, how Bhagavan has given us. All these Nayanamas lived this greater science so beautifully and manifested as reality. The Nayanar had her, and when she was getting married, Manakanchar Nayanar was getting her daughter married, and that day the Shiva's devotee, one person came and asked for the hair, and simply the father cut the hair of the bride and gave it. Whatever Shiva devotee asked, he is known for giving, and he gave the hair to this devotee who is Shiva's devotee. Kanchara Nayanar, and when he gave the hair and appeared and blessed him as a Nayanar, and again grew the hair, and simply she got married. Thus, it might look like a very simple act. What is there in just a hair getting cut on your marriage day? But the essence is nothing disturbs them. However difficult or however things are going out of the way, nothing disturbs them because they don't want Paramashiva as their space other than Paramashiva as their reality. It was so beautiful. Tukaram was one of the greatest devotee of Krishna ashram for him to live there forever. The beautiful signs when you give up understanding Paramashiva is real again and again. All these Nayana lived, breathed and thought that as their lifestyle. When they did this, simply they were able to understand thus cosmic logic is much more greater than the other logic that we are trying to gain in our outer life by knowledge, by our thinking, decision, plans, whatever we have is only poor man's knowledge, but cosmic knowledge simply will make us manifest the real reality, Paramashiva, blessing us with all the auspiciousness and abundance. Atma Pramana, Bhagavan beautifully explains this.
There are some people only, this is the logic with which they function. And it's okay, at least they function. See, fundamentally, I am doing something which is unprecedented, to tell you honestly, which was never done earlier. So the product I am delivering also is unprecedented. So the integrity I demand also is unprecedented. The kind of a whole life need to be just opened and intensified. Kind of an intense connection I had with Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Even with that connection, it took 9.5 months to fully download the whole thing. And to fully start manifesting the whole thing. With this initiation, you can change the size, shape of the organs. Understand? Just this one initiation, if you all master, you can just go on living whatever time you want. Because you just need to alter your organs and rejuvenate and freshen up, that's all. It's like every morning if you just switch the reboot button, press, control, delete and reboot, over. You go on living. You master the time. I know a lot of fundamental principles need to be understood. Unfortunately, humanity has moved so much away from nature. Even basic few things look so complicated and difficult. Sometimes I feel like I am living in a different world and you are all living in a different world. It is not few feet distance, it is few world distance. Because the cognitions I carry, the conclusions I have, listen. The cognitive shift you need to have for this initiation. Listen, repeat once more. Hinduism is a faith-based tradition. It